a lot of trust in people that I'm not sure I'm gonna know, okay? So instead of doing that, on my off days, I get it handled. I make sure my nails are together. I make sure my eyebrows are together. I make sure I get my facial done so the skin is even and smooth. I make sure my hair is done so that no matter what, I can show up to set and be confident.
5 shows made 3 million a week. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the best.
Here's what I do as a model when I'm not on set. Welcome back, besties. I'm Lola Show, and welcome back to my channel. But remember, the best should never be the best by themselves. So go ahead and share this with somebody that you know that you want the best for as well. Comment, interact, you know the drill. All right, so this is back by popular demand. I find myself doing another off day as a model, so I was like, this is really good. I should tell the people what I'm actually doing today and how they can maximize their off days as models as well. Okay, so please excuse the the set attire for today. But trust me. By the time I'm done explaining this, you'll see why I have on this very festive blazer, and also no makeup. So you know what to do. Grab your water bottles, and let's go. The number one thing that I do when I am not on set as a model is beauty appointments, okay? I know I'm on here fresh faced. There's a reason for that. We'll get into that later. But it doesn't look like it. I have not had my eyebrows done in literally almost 2 months now. My nails are still the same from the last job that I did. I had to cut them down. They had to be clear. My face breaking out for obvious reasons. So when I'm not on set as a model, I get all that taken care of. When I say all of it taken care of, baby. I will have my eyebrow appointment. I'll make sure my nails are done later that day, maybe the following day, because your face is sensitive after you get their eyebrows threaded or waxed. The following day or 2 days later, I'll get my facial done. I will go and get my hair treated at the salon. I'll go and get a massage. I go and do upkeep, because if I don't, I will run myself into the ground as a model. It does not seem demanding, but when you're on set for 10 hours, 12 hours, when you have to travel out of town, being on a flight, being on a train, being in a car ride, 4, 5, 6 hours, it wears on the body, okay? And so if I don't do upkeep, when I do get booked, I feel raggedy. And if I feel raggedy, sometimes I show up raggedy. I still do my job, but I'm not giving them the full Lola experience. And then I have to depend on the glam team, which, no shade to glam teams. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. But then sometimes I have to depend on the glam team to boost what's not there. So if my eyebrows are not done, I have to hope and pray that the makeup artist that day likes doing eyebrows. And if she doesn't, then we're all in trouble. Okay, I have to trust that if I don't get my hair done, right, if I don't have this nice afro shaped and ready to go, then I have to trust the beauty team to make sure my hair looks appropriate. That's a lot of trust in people that I'm not sure I'm gonna know, okay? So instead of doing that, on my off days, I get it handled. I make sure my nails are together. I make sure my eyebrows are together. I make sure I get my facial done so the skin is even and smooth. I make sure my hair is done so that no matter what, I can show up to set and be confident, okay? Because how I looked at my photos, I look right now. You get me? Beauty appointments, number one thing. Let's get into the second thing. The next thing I do when I'm not on set as a model is I update my model work. Hello. How do you think I stay booked? Okay. I make sure they have the latest and the greatest from me. So when a campaign drops, when a project is released, I make sure to not only just add that to my personal documentation. So I have a Dropbox folder where I put all my work. I also make sure to send that work to my agency so that they can update my portfolio. I make sure to update my personal portfolio that I have online. I make sure to update all the portfolios that I have on casting sites. I make sure to do the updates, okay? I keep it relevant, keep it real, keep it right, okay? Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And so if somebody wants to book me, they have the best representation of me to make that decision. Hello. Okay. So that's what I do. If you're a model and you happen to be represented, or even if you're not, updating your work consistently is super important. Even if you're not going out there and taking new photos, which you should, having work that you've done being released and adding it to your book is important. Right now, I think earlier this year, I got 3 covers and 4 or 5 publications. So that's new work. Those are new tear sheets. I can now send those to my agencies. I can now put that inside of my portfolio. I can now put that on the casting sites. I can now put that on social media so that people understand, yes, she's booked. Yes, she's making money. Yes, she's a cover girl in more ways than one, right? People can see the vision, and that's what keeps me paid. Make sense? Next, what I do as a model when I'm not on set, it should come as no surprise, but that's the time that I spend with family and friends. It is so needed. As the resident on-time friend and family member, I make it a point to carve out time for the people that I love and care about. Because if I can be on time to my job, I can be on time and carve out time to spend time with people who matter to me. I know that was a lot of time, but it's important to me. And it just fills my cup to be around people that I love, people that I admire, people that pour into me, right? It just feels so great to have uninterrupted time where I'm not worrying about what to pack in my model bag, or when I need to show up to set for my next call time, or, how long it's going to take me to actually get from where I'm staying at the hotel to the job that I booked that day. It's amazing to not have to worry about any of that, because I'm with my family and friends, okay? It pours into the soul, okay? It just does. And I definitely recommend that whether you're doing this full-time or part-time as a model who's making money, take the time to really spend time with people who you care about. Because before you know it, it'll be busy season. Like, for me, this year is flying by, baby. I have been booked back to back for like the last few months. And if I did not actively take the time to spend with my family, I would be worse for wear. Okay, I just would. And I know myself, for me, family is important. For you, it might be the family you choose, which is your friends. But spend time with people outside of the industry, please. Nothing wrong with industry people, but you got to keep that balance for your sanity. Trust me on that. All right, this next one's going to explain why I'm out here fresh-faced with the jacket on. It's another thing that I do as a model when I'm not on set, and that's apply for more paid work. Duh. All right, and you might be saying, okay, what does that have to do with the jacket? What does that have to do with the earrings and the afro and no makeup? Like, wait for it, okay? So in a earlier video on here, I think it might be titled something similar. It's like 3 things that I do on my off days. I apply for paid modeling jobs. Okay, that's how I stay booked. I actually go out and apply to jobs that work well for me, that fit me as I am and where I am, with clients who already want to pay me. And then they normally send me self-tape requests, or I just get directly booked, right? When they send a self-tape request, sometimes they'll have notes for your wardrobe. And so it's oh, make it business but fun. So this is something that you could wear if you were an educator, if you were in the office. It's very minimal, but it says a lot. It's like a little, a cloth blazer. It's very structured. It pops on my background. Yes, I do my self-tapes here. Surprise, surprise. Yep, in my office, right? But I also have gotten into the habit of not doing makeup. One, because I want them to see the skin. Huh. Okay. Yeah, because let's talk about that. They don't know I'm not wearing makeup. Heck, up until this point, you probably didn't know I wasn't wearing makeup unless you were looking and trying to be a hater. But, because, the bags give it away. But no, in all seriousness, I've gotten away from doing makeup in my self-tapes. One, because when I come to set, I'm 9 times out of 10 not going to have makeup on. Wow. So if you already know what I look like without makeup, it just makes the decision a lot easier for you, seeing me in my natural state. 2, ain't nobody got time for that when they want you to do a self-tape turnaround in 12 hours and you're on set. So having one less step to do works out really, really well. I just finished doing a couple of self-tapes, and sometimes they give you directions again for the wardrobe. So I was just you know what? Let me let the people in on what I do on my off days, because this is one of my off days. So a lot of these things that I'm telling you guys that I do when I'm not on set, I'm doing it today. Okay? These eyebrows aren't done. They're about to be. Just you wait and see. Okay? No, but in all seriousness, apply to paid modeling jobs. Okay? If you don't know how to do that as a model, that's something that I teach in my school. I teach you how to book your next paid modeling job in 2 weeks or less with a custom strategy just for you, because I know from experience, I know from doing this almost a decade full time, I know from helping other models book paid jobs, even if they're in the middle of nowhere, even if they have a full-time job, even if, you know, they've never modeled before, even if they're over the age of 50, even if, you know, their weight is this way, they look a certain this way, doesn't matter. I've helped all of them make money, even if they don't have an agency. Okay, no matter the obstacle. And the reason being is because I have mastered monetizing as a model. I have mastered the skill of making money as a model. And the way to do that is to always start by applying to paid modeling jobs. Okay, when you're out there waiting for the job to find you, waiting for the client to find you, waiting for the agency to approve you, waiting for the validation, all those paid jobs from all those clients who already want to pay you are fluttering away. Okay, so change that. And I'm saying this laugh as I and I have to keep like doing this because I like it. It makes me feel official. You know what I'm saying? No, but in all seriousness, applying to the paid modeling jobs on my off days is what makes sure that I have on days booked on set. All right, so if you got nothing else from that whole like little shebang, that whole little, you know, little teaser, okay, a little insight on what it's like to actually be a model when you're not on set, then take this. Apply to paid modeling jobs and make sure they fit you as you are and where you are. And it's with people who already want to pay you. Get that trifecta together, it'll change your life. Or at least your career. So, fun fact, it should come as no surprise, especially not from that last rant, that another thing that I do on my off days as a model is I teach other models how to do the same. I teach other models literally how to get paid bookings in 2 weeks or less. I teach them how to figure out what works for them as they are, what works for them where they are, what's going to pay them as they are. I teach them what to have in their portfolio, how to do their digitals in a day. I walk them through how to grow their network, to make those connections online and offline with scripts and walkthroughs. I actually show them how to apply to modeling jobs, how to find those jobs, and what to say when you're applying. And then I teach them how to scale it to the moon, okay? And all these things are happening in less than 2 weeks. Each of the things that I name takes an hour at max to learn and implement. So that's what I do on my off days because honestly and truly, I want to see some of y'all on set. Okay. I love the people I work with. I think they're great. Okay. I work with people all over the world. They're amazing. I want to see, if you know, I want to see you on set. I want to see you on set. You know who you are. I want to see you on set. Okay. You. Yes. It's like, you know who you are. Okay. I just want to see you on set. All right. And that's why I teach models how to do the same, because it's a totally different environment when you start getting paid for what you do. You are respected differently. You are showcased differently. You have a different mindset about your career, because now it's going beyond, oh, this is just fun, something fun I do. Now it's, I actually am bringing a brand's vision to life. I'm actually showing people who look like me that they can do this too. I'm actually building generational wealth and being able to uplift my community. It takes it to the moon, okay? And that's exactly why on my off days, I take all the information that I learned from the industry in real time. I take all the skills that I've harnessed over 10 years, and I literally teach models how to do that step by step. So that's something that you're interested in. You can always drop the word model below. I'll send you a link and we can work together. But other than that, that's my off day. That's all for now, besties. You know the drill. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. If you want any of the resources that I mentioned inside of the video, please drop those comments as they were mentioned. And you know the drill. I will see you guys back here really, really soon. Go ahead and make sure to stay hydrated, and I'll see you on the next one.